All praise is due to Allah, who has united the hearts of the believers in Islam and has made it an obligation to remain united and has made it forbidden to become separated in his clear book. I bear witness that there is nothing worthy of worship except Allah, who guides to the straight path whom he wills, and I bear witness that our leader Muhammad is his messenger and the best caller to the way that is straight. O Allah, send your prayers and your peace upon our leader Muhammad and upon his family and upon his companions, whose hearts were united and whose souls were educated, so that they became victorious leaders. And what follows thereafter, O believers of Allah, I advise you as well as I advise myself to first have the proper regard for Allah and thereafter be obedient to him. Dear believers, I greet with the universal greetings of peace. Assalamu alaikum, which means peace be with you. This week, we are still looking at these verses that begin ma lakum, or what is the matter with you. And in this particular verse that we look at today, it says, what is the matter with you? How do you judge? Or ma lakum la kayfa takumun. So these are two questions. And this is still a conversation on introspection. It's still a conversation of looking at oneself. Where it says, what is the matter with you? Is the first question. Allah is asking, what is your problem? What is the situation that you're in? What are the conditions that you are currently existing in that causes you to behave in the way that you're behaving at this moment? The moment of reading, the moment of hearing the recitation. What is causing you to behave that way in this moment? And so then the second question that's asked, it says, how do you judge? And the context for this story is where there's this conversation going on, and it's talking about different situations in the past where people were trying to assign children to God, or all these other things, or if the angels are males or females, or if God was going to have male or female children. It was a discussion of conversations that took place long ago as people were on this journey to understand this proper understanding of religion. And so the question that comes from that was because people were speaking without information. Speaking without information that Allah had, that Allah was providing for them, or Allah had provided for them. They were speaking as if they did not have that information, or if they didn't know. And so we look at this statement, what is the matter with you? How do you judge? And we remember that this is a conversation on introspection. We have to ask, how do we as Muslims, how do we as believers judge? How do we judge someone by the things that they do? And for us, we have to look at what our frame of reference is. The one who is doing the judging. We have to look at what our frame of reference is, and how did we achieve or arrive at the conclusions that we arrived at. Maybe where I'm from, there is this particular school of thought, or this way that we do things, and so I feel that this is the only way to do it. And I may see someone else doing something differently, in a little different way, and so I judge to think that this person is not doing it correctly, or I begin to judge someone and think that I am better than them because I have achieved more. I think that I'm better than them because I have more accolades, or I have more people that feel or say certain things to me. And so I look down upon them as if the things that they say are not important. And so here Allah is asking this question in the Qur'an. He's saying, what is the matter with you? What series of events in your life led to you to have this outlook, to have this perception, to have this idea that you are superior? What happened to you? What in your life put you in this place that now you judge? Now you judge others by whatever this ideal or standard that you have created in your mind that makes you feel as though you have the authority over them to be able to say if what they're doing is right or wrong, when this is truly, when we pull back all the layers, is the power of the Creator, or is something that the Creator does. So Allah asks us, what is the matter with you? Inferring that there is a problem with those actions. And then it says, how do you judge? أقول قولي استغفر لي ولكم والحمد لله رب العالمين. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. So ما لكم لكيف تحكمون? What is the matter with you? How do you judge? So we think about this in context. We always like to bring context of how do I make this particular verse relatable in my life. And it's easy for many of us when we come across someone who may be a new Muslim, someone who may just be interacting with the Qur'an, just interacting with their prayers, and we see them make these small mistakes. Or we see that they are new to a thing, and so when they engage in it, and we're looking at it from our frame of reference, based on our years of doing something, based on everything that we have been socialized with or educated with, and we're trying to hold them accountable based on our standard, which is just our own creation. And so it may cause us to look down on someone. Well, this brother doesn't know his surahs in Arabic. This sister, maybe she approaches the religion in this way, or she says these kind of things. And in our minds, we're building up these barriers, we're building up these walls to where we're not leaving it open for them to come and ask help from us, for them to come and be able to benefit from the knowledge that we have, because we've already placed ourselves on this pedestal, already given ourselves this status that I'm better than this person. And so I don't think I need to talk to them, or I don't need to engage in whatever it is that they're engaging in, because I'm better than that. I have so many more things to do. The small things that are going on in their life, I don't need to deal with. I don't need to engage in. And so this is just the situation with the believers. But then we think, as we move through the army, and we think about, we have our brothers and sisters, and we gain these ranks and we gain these positions. And then we become so important that we judge like, I don't need to deal with that. I don't need to help this person. I don't need to engage in these things. I'm better than them. I'm better than that. There's nothing that I can learn from them because I'm so smart. I'm so educated. There's nothing that they can tell me that can assist me. And so I live my life in a way that I'm ostracized, that I'm cut off, away from everything, and I've peaked because I'm no longer taking information. I've equated my military rank for my religious understanding. And so now I can no longer accept help. I can no longer be one that benefits from engaging with the community, because the community is the ones that's going to refine me and keep me in line and doing the right thing. So this verse, it says, Ma lakum la kayfa takumun. What is the matter with you? How do you judge? How did you put yourself in a place to where you think that you're so good that no one can benefit or help you or tell you things that may be beneficial for you and your religious understanding? So we pray that Allah blesses us. We pray that Allah opens our heart and lets us know that we are all His creation. And we are all trying to improve the condition of each other, because it says, want for your brother what you want for yourself. And if I want to achieve paradise and live my life in the best way, I want to do that for the next person. And so may Allah bless us with clear and clean intentions. رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ رَبَّنَا تَقَبَّلْ مِنَّا إِنَّكَ السَّمِيعُ الْعَلِيمُ إِنَّ صَلَاتَ وَنُسُكِي وَمَحْيَايَ وَمَمَاتِي لِلَّهِ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ لَا شَرِيكَ لَهُ بِذَلِكَ أُمِرْتُ وَأَنَا الْمُسْلِمِينَ الْحَمْدُ لِلَّهِ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ آمين.